Well, the first thing I'm going to show you today is how to do a pinch pot. And this is one of the simple constructions. I don't want you to think that it's just for young people who don't know how to do clay. The pinch pot is a basic form that thousands of years ago was used to build pottery. You can build very big pieces out of this technique. You can do very small pieces out of it. The whole purpose of this is that you're going to feel the construction of the clay. So I have a piece of clay, and remember, the first thing we do is we've got to knead it. We've got to push all those air bubbles out. If you have a really big piece and it's too hard for your hands, I'm going to recommend that you take some of it out. You're either going to keep it under a wet paper towel or put it back in that Ziploc plastic bag and keep it airtight so that you can use it later. So I have just enough to kind of fit in the palm of my hand like a small ball, and I'm going to squish it, squish it, squish it, squish it, squish it. I already worked this clay for a little while, so what I'm going to do is take it to the next step, and the next step is rolling it in a ball. You can roll it in your hands, okay, but you have to kind of press while you roll, or you can take it on a surface and roll. And I know you can't see real good down here, but I am working on a plastic mat. You don't have to worry. Clay is really good. It's a really easy cleanup. There's nothing dangerous in this clay. So you can, if it's okay, you can work on a tabletop. You can work on a tray. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get that ball shape. I can even take with my hands and kind of squeeze it. And what you want to do is make sure that there aren't any wrinkles, that your clay is very smooth all the way around. Once you have that circle, you're going to place that circle in between your fingertips like that with your thumbs on the top. You're going to press down into that clay. Now, this is one of the things that's real important, is you want to feel the thickness of the clay. And if you see what I'm doing, I'm turning that clay around with my thumbs inside. I'm turning it around and squeezing as I go. I don't want my sides too thin. I don't want my sides too thick. I'm going to squeeze, 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 and I'm going to show you. That's about where I am right now. Okay, so I've started to form my pinch pot. Now, there are all kinds of shapes. You can make it as a very open bowl. You can make it very closed. You can decide the way that you pinch your sides. So once you keep going around and you see that those sides are nice and even and kind of straight, what I like to do is I like to take, and on my mat, I tap it. Can you hear that? I've tapped it and I have a flat bottom, okay? That's gonna help. That's gonna help my pot stand up a little. Remember, you can make this very open, like a bowl, okay? So here is the basic shape. You can see that the edges are pretty even. My bottom is flattened out. So that's the base. Now, it's time, once you get your basic shape, to play around with it. So you can take a toothpick or that nice little knife, that plastic knife that was in the bag. You can take and you can scrape a design. You could put your name on your pinch pot. You can even, take and actually add some more clay on this. You could put a handle, 2 handles. You can put things on the inside of it. This is just a basic shape. So this is the pinch pot. I already made one here, so you can see the basic shape, flat on the bottom, pinch pot. But can you see what I did on the top? I added what I did is I rolled snakes, and the next video is about rolling snakes and coil construction. So you can see how I actually put this together in the next video. So what it is it's two snakes, you know, roll, 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 get a snake like a pencil, and they're wrapped around each other, twisted, 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 and then I put it on the top. But I also want you to see that I didn't just lay it on the top, because if I lay it on the top, once this dries, it will just fall off. What I did is I had to go around and I had to press that coil right into my pinch pot. And I did that on the inside so that as this dries, and I'll show you towards the end of all these clay videos, that this is now very stable. It's not going to come off. Well, have some fun. Here is that basic pinch pot. The next video is going to be on coil construction, and remember, if you look at these one after another, you're going to have a bunch of techniques rather than jumping right into your clay, and you certainly can, but these are things that will help you have better successes. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.